Hi, this is Dr. Darren Schmidt at the Nutritional Healing Center of Ann Arbor, and this is my first big video on detoxification. Now, there's really only two conditions of the body when you look at the big picture. One is nutritional deficiency, and the other one is toxicity. So the solution for deficiency has been around since we started walking on this planet. You just eat different foods or more food, whether it's plants or animals, from day one. Now, toxicity is more of a modern phenomenon. For example, mercury in our teeth that's been around for only 200 years. Now vaccines are overwhelming in their content of mercury since the early 90s. We have glyphosate, which is Roundup. That's in all commercial grain products like bread. Like every restaurant that's not organic has too much glyphosate in their bread. So those are just a few examples. But there's tens of thousands of chemicals that we come upon every single day in our environment. Now, in the past, in my practice, I would give people detox supplements. Like this is chlorella. This is a green capsule, green plant. And there's other green plants that have been used for detoxification. And they work to a certain degree. And the research on chlorella isn't that good. Like it doesn't say it's phenomenal. But it'll feed the body and clean the blood a little bit. But what we need is better stuff. And this is what we had for a long time. Another example would be cilantro. There's other websites that talk about chlorella and cilantro as being good for detoxification, and there's other products. But the point is, I'm looking for the best and the smartest way to clean the body out. Okay, and so one of my mentors right now is Dr. Pompa. His website is drpompa.com. And what I'm going to do is teach you his philosophy here. And then I'm going to talk about some supplements that are put together in a package that's really easy and convenient from Systemic Formulas. So this is what I learned from Dr. Pompa, and it's pretty, makes a lot of sense, really. So there's 5 steps to detoxification, and the first one is remove the source. So the source of toxicity might be mold in your house, and I wrote a little note here for myself. We got toxins, mold, and hidden infections. Infections that are hiding somewhere in your body. So the toxins could be from lead paint in an old house. You got to get that cleaned up. It could be, like I mentioned, mold in your basement. And then hidden infections, you might have to go to a dentist to get a bad root canal pulled out, for example. But the point is, number 1, remove the source. Now steps 2 through 4 have to do with fixing the body and the cells, repairing the cells. The first one is regenerate the cell membrane. So every cell membrane is a double layer of fat. Number 3, restore the cell energy. That's the mitochondria in every cell. There's anywhere from 1,000 to 3,500 mitochondria. You want more mitochondria and you want them to be healthy. There are known supplements that can help with that. Number 4, reduce inflammation. That has to do with cleaning up your diet. And again, there are known supplements that reduce inflammation. Number 5, reestablish methylation. What that means is methylation is a detoxification pathway that all the cells have. So this is the underlying philosophy on what to do to clean your body out. Now, as a society, for many decades, we've had, at the health food store, a liver cleanse, a kidney cleanse. There's lymphatic massage drainage. And that's all good stuff. There's coffee enemas to clean the liver. There's colonics, etc., etc. So you're addressing different organs by doing those different activities, and that's fine. So what I'm introducing to you with this video, though, is how about cleanse every cell? True cellular detox. And that phrase is from Dr. Pompa. You want to clean every single cell. But you can't just start off by cleaning the brain. You got to prepare the body, and that's where these boxes come in. The first one being the prep phase, and this is a 1-month supply. There's 4 boxes. Each one is a 1 month. So you take this strip off, you take this part off, and it says morning and evening. And there's packets in here, and it's super convenient. And on the back it has all the different products that are in there. So this one is for the mitochondria, to repair them and to grow more. This is the methylation product. This one and this one repair the cell membrane. This is for kidney support. Here's liver support. And then right here is a probiotic. So super conveniently packaged together. Okay, the next phase is the body phase, 1 month. Again, you strip this part off. You got morning, afternoon, and night. And inside the boxes, it's actually divided. Okay, now with this phase, you want to add cytodetox, which is, I'm just going to simply give you this analogy. Imagine consuming a sponge, and then it goes in your body, and then toxins will go in the sponge and get stuck in there. Then you go to the bathroom and you eliminate the sponge, all those toxins go with it. So that's what this is. Think of this as a sponge, and the name of the sponge is called zeolite. You can look that up. Okay, now the third phase is the brain phase. And that's the whole point, because when you're detoxing, when you're at the brain phase, you're detoxing the whole body, and you're also detoxing the brain. Okay, it's a bigger box like this. You strip this off, that says brain detox and then nighttime. And on the other side, it says morning and afternoon. Okay, and the cytodetox goes with the brain phase, just like it does with the body phase. Okay, and then this is cellular vitality. This is 1 month. It just has one packet in there. Think of this as a multivitamin. Okay, now the purpose of this is to give your body a break. There are people who, they'll detox with these boxes for 6 months and feel really good. And it's also Christmas time, for example. It's the holidays, and they want to take a break. So you take a break, and you just do one packet of the multivitamin for a month or 3 months or 4 months. And then when you're ready, you get back into detoxing, and then you start back up with the prep phase. And it's listed right here: prep phase, body phase, brain phase. Okay. So now imagine a 90-year-old guy who's his body is old, he's kind of hunched over, he's frail, but he looks at you when he's communicating, and he's got a little sparkle in his eye, and he says something smart or witty, funny. His brain is working well. And then now imagine a kid who's 10 years old, who's autistic, and he's looking at the ground a lot, and he's not very interactive with people or toys. Okay, that's a toxic brain. So it's not related to age. It's related to how toxic is your brain. And my last video, I talked about 2 simple tests you can do at home to determine if your central nervous system is toxic. And the first one is the easiest and doesn't cost you anything. But you stand up on the balls of your feet, your heels are off the ground, and you're balancing between the balls of your feet and your toes. Close your eyes, and you need to be able to stand there for 15 seconds without falling down. And right now, it's the beginning of June of 2017. I can pass that test, but in January, I couldn't pass the test. I've been detoxing, and my central nervous system is better. Now, when you flunk this test, it literally feels like somebody's pushing you from behind. And so you want to be able to get over that. Okay, now what's so special about the brain and the central nervous system? Well, it's all fat. And toxins love fat. That's where it gets stored. So you want to clean the brain of toxins, and that includes mycotoxins, which are what mold makes. Okay, so here's how you can apply this, and we can sell this package to our patients. You got to be a patient, and so contact the office to learn more about this. But for local or distance patients, you can just purchase these boxes and have your regular consultations with us, and we can walk you through it. And you're watching videos about your diet and ketosis, etc., etc. And then the second thing you can do, in addition, you can invest in tuition for www.truecellulardetox.com. And from that website, you can learn and apply testing procedures, advanced testing procedures. There's product information. They go into detail about dental issues, including bad root canals and another thing called cavitations. That's a source of hidden infections. This is Dr. Pompa talking by himself or with other people about these issues. Ketosis, food choices. He also has a 90-day, week-by-week meal plan, recipes, food exchanges, like instead of using margarine, use butter. So that's an example of a food exchange. Grocery lists and smoothies. People ask me all the time, what do I eat? Well, I did one video on it. But other than that, I recommend you go to other people to see how they're cooking their omelets and stuff like that. Their keto bread, keto desserts. I'm not the source. I'm not the chef. I'm not a chef. Okay? And I'm not a dietitian. I'm not going to give you day-by-day meal planning for 90 days, but it's on this website. Okay, so, and then there's a question, exercises, and I already mentioned the advanced testing, and then product information. There's also a questionnaire on toxicity that you could fill out. There's videos with this information, and it's well done. It's done at an NBC studio with the best equipment. And then there's a lot of articles. So that website is truecellulardetox.com, and we can provide access to that for a fee. Okay, now the three big problems are mold, toxins, and hidden infections. I just want to reiterate that. And in the toxins category, there's thousands of potentials, but the bigger ones are mercury, lead, and glyphosate. And now, there's only 2 diseases. I've already mentioned that. I'm just kind of recapping the most important points here. You got the nutritional deficiency, and you got the toxicity. You want to make sure that they're both solved, and that'll give you a long life with low disease or no disease. Okay, so for more information, the email is below. It's intake@thenhcaa.com. And I have more. Nikki has been answering your emails, but we have other people now who are involved because we have a lot of interest in this work that we're doing. So please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Please share if you know somebody who's toxic and needs some support. And thanks for watching.